Hi everyone. Prada Candy is probably one of the most hyped fragrances of last year, that is 2011. It was released 1 year ago, of course, in the fall. The nose behind this fragrance is Daniela Andrier-Roche, the master perfumer of Prada. I believe that she has created every single perfume that Prada has in stores right now. And the bottle looks like this. I guess everyone knows, most of you at least probably know how the bottle looks like. I guess that the hype was caused by the massive advert campaign that Prada did. The ads were all over magazines, and also the TV ad featuring or starring Léa Seydoux was on heavy rotation on TV and on the internet, you know, the piano class that got out of hand. And the fragrance itself is a nice concoction of toffee, benzoin, and musk. I think that there's also a lot more to it. In the opening, for example, you can smell a similar fragrance that comes out in Serge Lutens, Bois, Vanille. It's sort of a licorice, nice and interesting smell in the very top notes. Actually, I've had this on my skin for about 5 minutes now and I can't smell the licorice anymore, so it's only in the very first moments after you spray it on. Yeah, so there's actually no vanilla whatsoever in this one. People often confuse benzoin and vanilla. Benzoin is a very soft and sweet material that they use very often in fragrances, but actually I thought that this fragrance is all about the vanilla, but when I learned that there's none, I was very surprised. You could really think that there's a lot of vanilla, but there is just zero vanilla in this one. I think that the atomizer here looks quite nice. It's very different from most perfumes or perfume bottles, and it really stays very well there. You could think or imagine that it's very flimsy, but it's not. It stays there and it stays put. The bottle looks quite nice. I like the plastic super red thing here, and I would wear Prada Candy in the winter time. If you live in warm climate, please do not ruin this fragrance for yourself. It's way too rich, way too sweet for the hot climate. It's pretty much an opposite of fresh citrus fragrances. So there's a little bit of musk and a lot of benzoin, and in the dry down you can also smell some iris. The longevity of Prada Candy is very good. It lasts about 7 or 8 hours on skin, and if you spray it on hair, it'll last even longer. I once left a paper strip with Prada Candy on it to my apartment, and when I came back like 16 hours later, my whole apartment smelled like Prada Candy. So also the sillage or sillage is very good. It leaves a candy trace after you, and that's why I think it works very well in the winter time, because there are no other nature's own scents and smells that could distract your Prada Candy experience, and other people can smell it very well as well. You just have to be careful with the sprays. I think that 4 sprays is enough. That's all you need. That's like the maximum amount that's good if you don't want to be smelling, if you don't want to smell like candy, just like too much. I think this is all I have to say about Prada Candy. As you can see, my thoughts are somewhere else. I don't know what has happened, but you know, this is my opinion on Prada Candy. If you have any opinions about this fragrance, I would be glad to hear it. I once had a Facebook page of Prada Candy with more than 10,000 people on it, and all the users were just head over heels for this one. It's still pretty much hyped, but maybe later, you know, sometimes if you're a true perfumista, you probably won't be interested in a certain fragrance when the hype is on its peak or at its peak, but when it comes down, you actually might want to try it. So a year has passed, you might want to try this one as well. Until next time, bye.